Hello and welcome to another Roman Total War battle. Today I'm Spain. I'm facing off against the Brutii, who you can see over there. I've deployed in this corner because I'm going for a sort of Spanish rush build. It's based off of some stuff I've seen on YouTube. So I've got a line of naked fanatics, 4 of those. And behind them I have a line of 4 bull warriors. I've also got a Iberian infantry back here. This is just for protecting my Balearic slingers, who I've got up front over here. And my cav line consists of 4 gold long shield cav and a fully upgraded general's bodyguard. Okay, so the basic tactic is I'm just going to rush into the flank with my infantry line, and then I'm going to use my cav to just sort of go around one flank. So you can see he's sort of positioned himself on this hill, conveniently by this wood. So I'm going to assume there's 2 more cav units there, because we've got 2 Roman cav here. It's a fairly light Roman build. So there's 4 Roman cav, 2 of them are hidden. Then he's got a line of legionary cohorts, and there's about 4 of those. And there's also some light auxilia, which are javelin throwing infantry, so he's got 2 of those, it looks like. Yeah, definitely 2. So these are more for bringing down, I believe, sort of elephants and chariots, really, not cav. So an odd pick, in my opinion. Although most Spanish infantry do throw javelins, so you've got the bull warriors, of course. Immediately I've engaged here with my cav. It's not actually the long shield cav that are doing the damage here, it's actually the general's bodyguard that is sort of getting in the way, doing most of the damage. So these Praetorian cav are being hit by the onagers, it looks like. Yeah, you can see there they are being routed almost immediately. They're taking a lot of losses. So that takes the cav out of the way, so he's already got to go into those. Over here my line has already engaged, so we've got the naked warriors and the bull warriors. Now when the bull warriors charge in, they sort of back up the charge bonus that the naked warriors have. So that's just sort of munching through all these legionary cohorts. He is going to try and turn the table over here with his general, but that's not really going to last for too long. And yeah, try to go to the back over there. Meanwhile, my cav has just sort of broken through all these places. So you can see there's cohorts marching around, trying to go after my cav. I'm going to separate one cav unit off, and I'm just going to go straight into his onagers. Not I need to, because I've already broken through the infantry line very quickly. You can see what an effect the bull warriors have had here. Of course, Spain during the early period just had lots of tribes and guerrilla warriors, so they were quite warlike in nature. One of the things they did develop was the falcata, which was a very nice small piercing melee blade, which the Romans based their own sword off of, the gladius. So over here it's just sort of descended into a bit of a mass rout. We've got the legionary urban cohort there fleeing in panic as soon as my general engaged. And over here we've got 2 naked fanatics, so we've got some bull warriors coming in. The urban cohort is still doing quite well here, but they are eventually going to get outflanked and now trying to run away. While this has been going on, he's been trying to get into my slingers, which he's not really succeeded in doing. And he's still trying to bring back cav that's come back from routing, so he's Roman cav again. What probably caught him off guard was that he had the Roman cav on the right flank, and then he was intending to use the Praetorian cav later on, but he had to switch his tactics. Luckily for me, whenever someone brings onagers, they end up sort of sitting in one position. They can't really move around, so it lowers the mobility. It means units, you have a greater chance of getting around their flanks and sort of into everywhere that you need to be. As you can see, there's still a few units of, well, there's just this one unit of urban cohort now. Being pelted with slinger fire. That's the Bull Warriors' javelins coming in. We do manage to get a couple of kills there. Also got these Iberian infantry coming in, which were supposed to be guarding the Balearic slingers, but I brought them in on the right flank. You can see now the urban cohort are fleeing the field. In Rome itself, the Spanish infantry isn't actually that good. The Iberian infantry tends to be quite weak. Can't actually hold up against much, and the Scutari are also quite weak themselves. Don't tend to get much done in a battle. Which is sort of why I prefer the Iberian or Spanish factions in Rome 2, just because they have a bit more strength and the numbers of the units are, well, I think they're a bit better. Also the Iberian infantry in Rome 2 can actually throw javelins, which makes up for their rather poor melee performance. Although you don't get the Bull Warriors, you do get the Lusitani nobles. And you can see quite quickly how that's managed to sort of turn the table on the Roman faction. Most of this front line is composed of, it looks like naked fanatics and the Brutii Roman legionaries. So that generally seems to have taken care of all of the Romans there. So I'll just fast forward. So that probably could have been a good build if the, I mean there are a few Roman tactics that you can use. For instance, swapping infantry lines is one Roman tactic, where the weaker lines would hold a charge and then you'd bring in the heavier Roman units to replace the lighter legionaries. Or you would have Stardi and they'd be replaced by the Principes. That might have just worked instead of having the onagers. Certainly a Roman force is very unlikely to have had onagers on the battlefield, which is part of the problem, I think, with Rome, in that you seem more encouraged to have artillery in the hope of doing massive damage to enemy units, whereas in reality you'd have a lot more Roman infantry, and that probably would have helped here. As you can see, I've just sort of demolished the Roman force completely. And as you can see there, quite a nice win. This is Illuminatory Legion, signing off.